editing suite. It's where I drink coffee. It's where I send emails and basically dominate the world just from this very office. Anyway, last week we finished off by doing the 24 grit sandpaper on the drum sander on the entire floor. Got all that paint off. Boy, did that feel good. Well, this week we're going in for part 2. We're doing the edges. We're doing the orbital sander. We're doing the palm sander. We're gonna hit that with some clear coat. So it's gonna be really exciting. If you are watching, please subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. It makes me endlessly happy to read comments from people that I don't even know, but who are still following my renovation journey here. So thank you to everybody, and please enjoy. You can't really smell this because you can't smell things on TV. There's a spot in this house that from day one I knew was a favorite pee spot. Somebody or something's favorite. So I got this stuff, a urine destroyer. It's an enzyme cleaner. And there's 2 parts to it. Part 1 is that you dissolve this powder stuff. You mix it with water and you pour it over the spot. And it says on the package, like, warning, it will smell like pee. So like the whole house smells like pee right now because I dumped it over that area. But last week when I went to sand that area, the sanding brought out the pee smell. So I was like, I probably have to address this. So I did just now, and I dumped the pee destroyer there. So I have to wait 8 hours. Hopefully this time tomorrow, the kitchen will be done. The whole house will be done. I'm giving myself 24 hours, but it's getting late. So I'm just gonna tackle the mudroom for tonight and we'll see how it goes. Okay. How do you like my microphone? Can you hear me now? Okay, I'm a little bit scared. Oh, I better put the paper on. Holy shit, that was fast. I think I just tripped the breaker. I was afraid this would happen. When you start sanding paint, it burns, and you just have to change the paper so often because the paint just becomes like a burnt. Yeah, it smells bad and it eats up the sandpaper. Like that was less than a minute. So it's going to be a long night. This is what a disc looks like with paint on it. So that is no good, no more. Buenos dias, friends. So it's the next morning. This room is front hall and it gets the best light in the whole house. Yesterday, I put the first step of the enzyme urine erase treatment on the floor, and today I'm going to put step 2, which is just to dump the contents of this whole bottle on the floor. Yep. So here we go. All over where the pee was. Oh no. Oh no, I need more. Oh no. Oh well, that'll just have to do. It doesn't say to do this on the bottle, but here I am, doing it anyway. Just gonna give it a good spread. Because, yeah. Okay, it smells okay right now. Ever heard of a goblet squat? Well, I've been doing a lot of goblet squats lately, and I'm really glad that I have, because this entire sanding day is about goblet squats. Check it out. Goblet squat. abs, bracing glutes. Bracing. Squat. We did it! Look at the new stove. Good work. Shimmy into place.
Shimmy, shimmy. Look at it from back here. From this side.
This part of the floor, I fully sanded it all the way up to 120 grit, just with a little palm sander. And it's gonna be ready to put the washer, dryer, and the fridge on so that we can move them off of the floor. And then sand the rest of the floor.
Are you good?
Yeah.
And then straight back up the other end.
Like a little shelf to fold laundry, have like laundry stuff, cleaning supplies. Yeah. That's exactly what it's gonna be.
Sweet as the opposite.
Next, I rented an orbital sander, which we then took and sanded this floor with 36 and 60, as well as the front hall. I'm gonna take the orbital sander now, and I'm gonna sand the kitchen, the mudroom, this room, and right here, all with the 36 and the 60, so that then the whole house will be at 60, except for this area right here, which is covered in stuff. Once all of this is at 60, I'm going to switch to 80 and then 100 and then 120. So everything you can see here that doesn't have stuff on it will be ready for clear coat. When that's done, I'm going to move all of this stuff over onto the stuff that's sanded. And I'm going to do 36, 60, 80, 100, and 120 grit with the orbital sander on this side of the room. Then I'm going to get the edger / my palm sander and do my best to do what's left of the edges with that, rather than renting the edge sander again, because that thing is a beast and a backbreaker, and I'm just out of steam with that thing. It felt like I was doing a marathon of squats. You know, like the goblet squat? You do, I showed you that. Well, I did that, but like a marathon amount of those. And the next day I was so sore and so tired. I just don't have it in me to do another day like that. So I'm going to do orbital sander, do as much as I can, staying away from the edges, and then go in with the palm sander and a little scraper that I got, a little carbide scraper, to just scrape up whatever I can't get with the orbital. But I'll do it in reverse order. Scrape, orbital, palm sander, done. All that's just to say we're closing in, but I still have quite a bit of work ahead of me. I think it looks fantastic right now, and it's really coming together. So here we go. I have an unbelievable amount of stuff on my head right now. I had to take some floorboards out over here because they just came out when I put the sander on them and that wasn't good. So I'm going to do some jigging and some cutting and make some new floorboards for those 3 little places tomorrow. I've had the heat off and I just did a big vacuum and now I turned on the heat again because it's February and it's pretty cold. But yeah, look at this floor. It's just looking really, really good. Good morning. This is the last day of sanding the floors, I hope. And the morning light is so beautiful in here. You can kind of see it a little bit. It's super early. I have one day to finish this sanding, and I think I can finish by noon and then clear coat the floors. It's a little ambitious, but I think it's realistic for today. So yeah, just this section here left to do with the large orbital sander. I'm going to start with a 36 grit, then I'm going to do 60, then I'm going to do 80, then I'm going to do 120. And I'm going to do all of that within 2 hours so that by the time I'm done, it'll only be 9 o'clock. And then I can spend the rest of the day vacuuming, getting the dust out of everything, getting the gunk out of the cracks in the floorboards, and then putting on the clear coat. So today is a very exciting day. Thank you for watching. Yeah. All right, so it's 11 o'clock. I finished with the sander 20 minutes ago and I just did a quick vacuum and I'm really happy that I'm done with that big thing. The orbital sander does a faster job than being on my hands and knees with the palm sander for sure. So really happy that it's over because what a struggle. But I'm getting a great core workout today, trying to resist the sander going where it wants to go. Going with it, of course, but then, you got to steer it away from the walls. So anyway, now I'm just going to finish off these edges with my palm sander. So I've got this edge to do, and then of course the front hallway, and those are the last 2 places that I have to do. So we're getting there. And I'm having a little celebration right now. I'm gonna eat some lasagna, clear coat the floor. Woo! So I have just enough time before I go to work today to address this little front hallway. So the rest of the floor, as you know, is getting clear coat, meaning there's no color going on the floor at all. But this little hallway here is home of the famous pea spot. And the floor looks a little water damaged and the tones are not the same. It's visibly damaged and it's historical. It's all cleaned up, it's dry. I tried my best to get rid of the pea smell, which I think it worked. So today I'm going to use a stain, and I've chosen this pecan stain. Reason being, it's got a little bit of a warm tone, and this hallway used to be blue. And so for whatever reason, I feel like it's still blue, like it's still a bit cold and I want it to be warmer. And also it gets the best sunlight in the house. So I'm gonna use this stain to kind of hide a little bit, or just, make it less obvious that there's historical water damage in this part of the house.